Mark Curious, Go to Butter Sports, Micah Parsons versus Herschel Walker trade, part 2. Guys and gals, buckle up, get your seatbelts, get your pen, get your popcorn, get your paper. We about to cook, letting the butter spread. So, why the Micah Parsons trade? It's not comparable apples to apples, more like an apple to a sardine. In relation to the Herschel Walker trade, you'll notice me looking to my right, your left, because we're in the lab. All right, so we're going to look at facts. No opinions, strictly facts. I put my video out there. I appreciate you all have chimed in and commented and liked and shared and subscribed. But let's eat now. So if we look at the facts, and is the Micah Parsons trade even remotely close to the Herschel Walker trade, we'll go back to 1990-ish. There were 5 players that were swapped in this trade, actually a total of 6. You had Herschel Walker on one side. On the other side, you had, and I'll go in the following, J.C. Solomon, Isaac Holt, Alex Stewart, and Darren Nelson, and others. They were included in the players that the Cowboys received for one Herschel Walker, built like a stoic. And in return, they also received not 1, not 2, hello Micah Parsons trade, but 8, ocho, right after siete, aka 7. 8 of them things, 8 draft picks. Can I say it one more time? 8 of them, 10 minus 2 draft picks. And I'll go the following. They got a 1990, a first, a second, and 6 rounders. 1991, a first and second rounders. Keep cooking, Marcus, let them cook. 1992, a first, a second, and also third rounders. Who do these players end up becoming? Let me see. 1, Emmitt Smith, Hall of Fame. Darren Woodson, Pro Bowl. I think he's in the Hall of Fame. He should be there, I'm just saying. And also Russell Maryland, Pro Bowl time. All these guys went to the Pro Bowl. You compare that to the Micah Parsons trade. Oh, they got 2 first rounders. Yes, we did. Whoa! 8 to 2. Not hook 'em horns, they were terrible this weekend. Arch Manning, I don't know what's going on. How we gonna bust? How we gonna drop in the draft to get you if you playing like spoiled cheese? But back to Micah and Herschel. They got 2 first rounders, but the problem is it's a 26 and a 27, sir. Well, Marcus, but Herschel Walker trade, they didn't get 2 first rounders. They got multiple first rounders for multiple years. They got multiple second rounders for multiple years. And you guessed it, multiple 6 rounders and third rounders for what? Multiple years. All right, now players. I know Kenny Clark is a dog. I give him that. I know we've needed a hog, a big old mama daddy hog in the middle, bigger than most. I ain't moving, ain't going nowhere to clog up the middle. So our linebackers can actually be linebackers versus, I don't know, tackling dummies or blocking dummies. Yeah. But that's all we got was Kenny Clark. But we compare that to Herschel Walker trade. He got multiple people, and they got Pro Bowlers. Now, the players we get in, 26 and 27, seeing how 27 so far away, may surmount to be perennial all-stars, Pro Bowlers. However, if you do an apples to apples comparison, somebody bit an apple. We got cheated. Jared, you got some splaining. Where Ricky Ricardo when you need him? Jared, you got some splain. That man got some splaining to do, Jerry. How in the world does this help us in the long run? How in the world does this help us in the short interim? Now, I do understand this. With all this word gumbo salad, crock pot that we cooking right now. I understand this. We saved some $30-something million. But if we do nothing, because case in point, you still got to offset the production that Micah provided. I know it was garbage. Yeah, I do mean garbage with rats all in the trash bags against the run. However, the production still remains the same. His pass rushing rate, his from said hut to the quarterback, faster than most, if not the fastest ever in life, Craig. In life, the world, Craig. That being said, what did you do to replace him? Kenny Clark is not enough. We need another trade, Jerry, since you in your bag, Arkansas. Jerry, to the glory hole we go. Man, you better hurry up and do something, Jerry. You ain't 20-something years old no more. You can't wait till 2027. You better give us another pass rusher to offset the sacks we're naturally going to lose because we gave away our Reggie Whites. All right, so that being said, how do I feel? Mark Curious, go to Butter Sports. Nothing but a spread. How in the world do I feel if you can't figure it out already? This was more or less an emotional type of move. I mean, my goodness. Again, the draft capital we got, I mean, we appreciate the first, but they're not in the same year. I would borderline take 4 2027s and wet the bed at 2026. As long as we got some players to offset the production. But we ain't even got that. So this may be even worse than a Luka Doncic trade because they had ample opportunity to pull in a haul. Luka, it seemed like it was at the last minute. I don't know how I feel. I'm torn in between the two. How do you feel? What is your input? What say you? Go to Butter Sports, Mark Curious. If you ain't liking and you ain't sharing and you ain't subscribing with all this butter being church, shame on you. Y'all know what to do. Go to tell everybody, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, it don't matter. But you better let that butter spread. Let's get it, y'all.